Hey everyone, thanks for clicking on this video. My name is Chris. I am the PDX picker, and we're going to be taking a trip to the Goodwill outlet, and we're going to be coming across a pretty horrific find today. So stay tuned until we come across that. But my name's Chris. As I mentioned, I am the PDX picker because I live up in the Pacific Northwest in the Portland area. PDX is the name of our local airport, so it had kind of a good ring to it, which is why I chose PDX picker. Just poking along here at my local Goodwill outlet, trying to find some stuff to buy low and resell on eBay or other platforms. I came across an old Tupperware jadeite green colander. Uh, Sells for about $8 plus shipping on that. Here's a Finding Nemo plush that has decent price on it, $12.99, free shipping on there. So everything here at the Goodwill outlet is sold by the pound. Later on in this video, you'll see exactly how much the prices are at my local Goodwill outlet. I came across a big grouping of these old, well, not old, but they're a local artist's matted photographs that they were trying to sell and I guess weren't having much luck. So they donated, or somebody donated a bunch of them to Goodwill here. So they're all 5x7 photographs, and I thought they were pretty cool. And I ended up finding a lot of them. I think maybe upwards of 60 or 75. And I decided to take a risk. I bought them all. Each of them probably weighs 2 ounces. So the price paid for one of them would be about 25 cents or so. And I'm trying to sell these on Etsy because it seems like maybe that's the best platform to sell something like this. But I haven't listed too many of them, maybe only 5 or 6 so far, with none sold because Etsy charges you a per listing fee. I don't know how many of you have tried to sell on Etsy out there. You could let me know what your experiences are, but 20 cents per listing, regardless of if it sells or not, kind of scared me off from posting all of these. So I thought I'd try and do a trial run. Eventually going to list about 10 or 20 of them so far. Like I said, I hadn't sold any, but I thought they were pretty cool. It's good photography. I think the artist has a really good eye, the photographer. Um, so I thought I'd probably spend a total of maybe $10 on 60 or 75 of them, 65, 75 of them. So it just seemed like a good risk to take. Lots of nature photographs, flowers, things of that type. So I get sidetracked a lot when I'm at the bins here because I'll be looking at one thing and then all of a sudden something will catch my eye and like those oil pastels. I thought, oh, my son loves to draw and he could use those in his art. So I was chatting with a person next to me there who had found a cash register, a toy cash register, and then we said we found some money because there was some toy money there. So I was having a good laugh about that with her saying we scored and found money at Goodwill, but it was fake. Here's I think something from the 90s. It's a Dandy brand animated horse that sings "Achy Breaky Heart." So probably mid 90s is when it came out. And these have pretty good value on them. I think they can sell for as much as $20 or so, right around there, plus shipping. This one is battery operated, and I tried to get it to work there at the store, and it didn't work. Yeah, there's the $22.99 plus shipping for that. Unfortunately, when I got mine home, it did not work. The battery compartment was too corroded. So I'm trying to sell it just as is because it's kind of a cool looking piece. I'm only listing it for $10 and haven't had any luck selling it so far, but it was worth the risk for sure. We're in the hat section, the accessory section here, and I came across this Imperial branded uh, golf hat. It's for a course called Chambers Bay, and I found another uh, three total that looked very similar. They're all the Imperial brand, different courses around the West Coast, I believe. One is Wine Valley Country, and then this one was, I think, A Hill or something, which I don't know exactly where that is, but that's the most famous of the three courses. So I thought I'd lot those together, and maybe somebody would buy all three. And here is a vintage fitted Notre Dame hat that was pretty cool in pretty good condition. I try and shy away from fitted hats if I can because you are limiting your buyers to whoever has a head size that fits that. But I still went ahead and pulled the trigger on it, and I have it listed there for 1440. So I came across this old 1970s toy called Knit Magic by Mattel, and as it sounds, it's a toy you can use to make different knitting items. I'd never seen one before, but I thought it was cool because it was in the box, and I pulled it out. Had a little bit of a tough time getting it out, but when I eventually did, I tested it out, and as far as I could tell, it looked like it worked. And so I was very happy to pull this out. You can see one sold somewhat recently for $45 plus shipping. It had the box and the instructions as well. Mine didn't currently have the instructions, but still thought it was a cool pickup for a few dollars. I love vintage toys. So here you can see what the current prices that I we pay if you're buying anything from 0 to 25 pounds, it's 2.79 a pound, and then if it's over 25 pounds, it's a big discount at $1.59 per pound. So I always try and hit that total if I can. Anyways, in a totally different section, and lo and behold, I found that randomly found the knit magic instructions. So I was pretty happy to randomly come across those, and now I can sell that whole lot together. All right, here's that horrible find, guys. This big gulp container had something absolutely rotten in there. Oh, it was so disgusting. That liquid that had been there probably for months, and it was so rotten. When I opened it up, the, the smell permeated for like 25 feet around me in every direction. People were like gasping. It was so disgusting. So that was not very fun. That was quite a horrific find for sure. Found a bunch of fun little plush. Here's I think a play school Ernie doll that I picked up and ended up well, sold that very soon after listing. I decided to try a strategy of just listing low and flipping these relatively quickly. So sold it for $6.90 plus shipping there, and uh, still finding some more plush around. And that cat there is a Disney Store cat. We'll show a comp here, I think, in a bit. Here's a Squishmallow, a pink cat Squishmallow. Another strategy where I was just listing it low. Doesn't weigh hardly anything, so the cost was maybe 80 cents, and I sold it for $6.40 there within a matter of a week or two. And I came across this Beats headphone case. Um, Original case like that, and sold that pretty quickly for $10 plus shipping. It's another very light item. Moved along to the shoes and found these bear paw shoes right next to these Timberland Pro boots. Taking a look first at the bear paws and then at the Timberland Pros. The Timberlands need to be cleaned up. They have some scuffs and dirt marks on there, but everything else about them look to be in pretty good shape. So probably sell these for right around, or ask right around 30 or $35, just because of the condition. But those are pretty desirable work boots. And then these bear paws, I have them listed there for $21.40 because they were in very, very good condition. Looked like they had hardly been worn at all. So poking around some more in the shoes. always checking condition and as well as the type of shoe. Obviously, you want name brands that people have heard of, but they have to be in good condition as well. Okay, not having much luck in this section, so time to move on next door. And amongst this random group of games and three ring binders, there's also some more shoes, so you just never know what you're going to find at Goodwill. Couple tables down, there was this Nordic wear, vintage Nordic wear, Timble iron, I think it's called. So these are things you use to make little fried cakes, I think. I don't know exactly what it is, but uh, it was in the original box. It had all of the molds included in there. And go ahead. I went ahead and picked that up. That's one that sold recently for $12.95 plus shipping. This does not weigh very much at all, so it was another very low cost item. I like the look of the box too. I just thought it was a neat vintage look to it. Here was a Swiss Gear camera bag, Sherpa bag, just the small one of their small camera bags, and it was in good condition. I think they sell for about 12, $13 plus shipping on that. So also another light item, very cheap to buy here. Then I came across this Speedo backpack. I guess Speedo makes backpacks specifically for competitive swimmers or just people that swim regularly. So this was one of their smaller bags. I think they call it a 25-liter size, or I don't know, 25L size. I don't know if it's liter or not, but they have larger sizes for sure. It was in good condition. There was just one small hole down at the bottom, which I made sure to put in my listing, and that's my sold listing there for $29.90 plus shipping. Then right next to it, I found this black diamond harness for rock climbing, and it was in pretty good condition as well. Had a cool retro pattern. At least I felt it was kind of a retro pattern on it, and it was neat to find it right next to that. And there's my sold listing for that there, 1440 plus shipping. So nice find in that section. Back in the shoes table, and here is a pair of Sperry topsiders. It's getting to the summertime where I think these will have a better sell through rate. These were cool. I liked the gold glitter look on the side, and they were in very good condition. I don't think any have sold recently. I don't know how many are listed. That's my listing there currently. So hoping to get $21 for that plus shipping. And nearby were some Dansko sandals, also in very good condition. And Dansko is a decent brand to sell. I've had some success, but not a ton. Maybe they're not as popular as perhaps they used to be. So I have those listed for $28 plus shipping, but should be hopefully people looking for those in the near future with the warmer weather coming around. Here's some Croc sandals, some more fashionable Croc sandals. I think these are called the medallion version because of that bronze medallion on the front. And I did sell those pretty quickly. There's my sold listing of $19. And that's my trip to the bins today. So thanks so much for following along with us. I really appreciate it. If you can like and subscribe that video, it would really help me out a lot. But thank you guys so much for watching, and hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time.